far as next gen games, you know which one I am looking forward to? That Final Fantasy 16. Y'all saw that trailer, boy? Oof.
I mean, I've seen a couple of trailers. Are you talking about the one where kid's standing there, some dude's got a sword in his face, and there's blood in his eyes? Yeah, yeah, I've seen the trailer.
Yo,
This is RPGs. Nothing unusual there.
Nah, man, look, like again with the trailer. Oh man, it just looks so amazing. And like, let me take you guys back, like to PS1 days. You remember loading up Final Fantasy? I think it was like
7.
which one?
7.
Squall. Squall was 7.
No, Squall
Eight,
was
eight.
8.
All right, so like the only reason I bring it up because that's the one I had for my PS1. Do you remember the cutscenes in there, right?
Yeah.
And like they were these
FMV?
beautiful,
Yep.
yeah, those beautiful cinematic cutscenes, and then when you get to the gameplay, it's like, yeah, Squall's the most handsome man in the school, and like he's just pixelated face with like what looks like a semblance of a hairdo.
But he has that sexy scar on his face.
Yeah, exactly. That was also pixelated in. Like, I bring that up because like I remember looking at just the cutscenes in the game and being blown away by them back then when I was younger, and like just slogging through the gameplay because this doesn't look like a cutscene, but I know as soon as I get to a next story point, the cutscene is gonna come up and get some good story, get some good like
Yeah.
a lovely looking cutscene. I bring that up because now with that trailer that we saw for Final Fantasy, I'm positive that's exactly what the gameplay is going to look like, and I'm just waiting to be playing this like basic RPG movie, which is going to be in my eyes.
Well, I couldn't agree more. They have Yoshi P. He's the director of the current four more previously mentioned Final Fantasy 14, the MMO. He's one of the producers, I believe. Producers, yeah, he's the producer. But they also got the the guy. I don't remember his name. Might have to look that up. But the guy who basically crafted the combat for Devil May Cry. That's why it looks so action packed. I know a lot of people are bitching and moaning. It's not traditional Final Fantasy, yada yada yada. But with the capabilities of next gen, wouldn't a more action oriented path be more plausible? Because you can experience everything in real time. I love the turn-based system, don't get me wrong, I'm an RPG nerd, but at the same time, like, holy shit, Final Fantasy with Devil May Cry combat mechanics.
Yeah,
Shut up and take my money.
100% behind it. Exactly, 100%. That money's bought.
Well, let me ask you a question then. Let me pose this. How was the combat to Final Fantasy 15 received in comparison to something like Final Fantasy 13? The combat system alone.
Well, I can tell you that's one of the games I completed, Final Fantasy 15, and I loved the story. Yeah, it got some downside, but as far as the combat is concerned, it was dope. It in the beginning though, it's more polished now after what was the last version they released, the Royal version with all the updates and stuff like that, because it was kind of silly that you had you had your main character, which I believe was Noctis, and his crew, but you can only play with Noctis. They eventually patched that in. They fixed that where you can, from the beginning of the game, you can switch between characters in active fights, and then you can also you can go auto mode, like similar to the turn-based kind of system, I believe. Like you can like freeze frame, playing your attack, playing your playing your targets and stuff like that, or you can just go in and wail on some dudes with some combat action. It's not as robust as something like Devil May Cry, but for its time, it was, to me, it was awesome. Got a couple flack for some other stuff, but pretty 100 times better than 13, that's for sure. 13 was a debacle.
Listen, you leave Lightning alone with her scantily clad outfits that are just fan service.
But I love Lightning. I just don't like her game.
No. You loved Lightning in her outfits, be honest.
Sir, I'm going to tell you this once, and only once only. That game is nothing without snow. That is all.
What you said? I didn't hear you.
That game is nothing without
You
snow.
said once.
I'll make it a special session just for you.
Yeah, but that's definitely from that little short trailer. I've seen a lot of YouTubers and influencers dissect the hell out of that trailer and come up with a whole bunch of theories and a whole bunch of things when it comes to the lore of the game. They really, I know they recently surprised everybody and opened a website for Final Fantasy XVI, introducing you to the main characters. The main character, his little brother, and I believe is his childhood friend, which is the female. But yeah, man, that it looks like it's gonna be one hell of a story. And if because Yoshi P is credited as a producer as of now on that title, I'm pretty sure the story is gonna be good. Cause Final Fantasy XIV, if nobody here plays it, aside from us, and if y'all don't play it, y'all need to, because that story is bananas. It is.
I mean, it's all right. Like,
it's
Final Fantasy XIV has a very good main story, but if you really want a good story, there is this Hildebrand questline.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
I'm pretty sure everybody knows
No.
about
You have to
Hildebrand
play-
in the Final Fantasy XIV community.
You have to play the game to appreciate that.
Look. You can go ahead and play through the story, get your special characters and whatnot, but Hildebrand's where it's at. Right, Zero? Zero, buddy, back me up on this.
I think he's gone silent.
I think he's calling you a liar.
I see the backstabbery, the betrayal, the high class chicanery going on right here. The lack of support. I'll remember this, Zero. In your days.
He just left you out to dry.
You too,
Yeah, with no hesitation.
He left you out to dry. Oh. Oh, God. That is hilarious. Hey, everyone. Thanks for listening to the RCP podcast. Be sure to join our Discord where you can participate in the shenanigans. Link will be in the description. And remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more on YouTube.